Liquid Death, not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Welcome back, Black Magic TV. Tonight, today, whatever time, in whatever universe you're watching this, I have my good friend, Mr. Josh Cooper, with me.
Yeah.
Formerly known as KC Tugboat.
Yeah.
Our man Coop.
We're out here.
Artist. Scumbag.
Big scumbag.
And all around, Dylan refers to you as Hillbilly Surplus. Because that's what he always asks me. He asked me all week, when's Hillbilly Surplus going to be on your show?
No way, dude. That's huge.
I said, coincidentally, he's coming on tomorrow.
There we go, dude. We're in. We're locked in.
You're in. All right. Well, Josh got a bit of a mystical story. He's a wild dude.
Yeah.
Homeschooled.
Yeah.
Homeschooled. Where'd you grow up at?
Virginia.
Virginia,
baby. Land of the lovers.
When did you guys land in the metropolitan area of Kansas City?
Yeah, that's a tough one, dude. I kind of floated around for a while.
Yeah.
But we lived in Osage City, Kansas for a while.
Okay.
With it was all my family.
Yeah.
A bunch. Dude, it was fucking a bunch. I have 5 siblings.
Right.
Or, well, I'm, okay, not 5 siblings. I'm one of 5. And we all slammed into the fucking 2-bedroom house with our cousins for a year.
Oh, whoa.
In Osage City. And the funniest part about that is that the guy wanted me to fucking play high school ball.
Yeah.
Football. Because I was a big dude.
Yeah.
But they were like, he's homeschooled. And they're like, we don't care. We'll fucking put him on our team. But they wanted me to cut my hair. At the time, I had really long hair.
What? So went from Virginia, floated around.
Yeah.
You were born in Virginia then?
No, I was born in Canton, Ohio.
Canton, Ohio.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
What did your dad do?
Oh, dude, he's kind of like me, dude.
So he's just dodging rent.
Yeah, dude. Honest to God, my dad wakes up at 4 just to dodge rent.
Yeah,
dude. It's fucked, dude.
Had to move out. Burnt so many landlords. Had to move out of state.
Oh, 100%. Oh, out of state a bunch of times, dude. He had a warrant out in Kansas for years, and that's why we had to grow up in Virginia.
Oh,
it's because he fucking had a warrant out of Aggieville, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's kind of like my dad and I. We didn't fall far from the fucking tree, dude.
Right.
But no, he is kind of retired, I guess now. But he was a nuclear engineer for Black and Veatch.
Oh, so that's the real reason you guys moved around all the time.
Well, no, not forever. He just became that in the last last decade or so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when you were growing up, he was
a fucking kind
whatever,
of a weirdo.
Yeah.
I don't even know what he did. Really,
did your mom do anything, or
no? She was a stay-at-home mom. Stay-at-homer.
And I know your mom's passed away.
Casserole cooker. Yeah, I miss those casseroles, dude. God damn.
Yeah. When did your mom pass away, Josh?
Early 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right before the war.
Dude, it was like the day the war started. Actually, it was
Whoa.
it was. Sorry, dudes, can't remember. It's March 18th,
yeah.
I think.
Man.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked up. She battled cancer for 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those things where you prepare for it. I had a lot of time, dude.
Right. Yeah.
Which made me the fucking wild child that I turned into, because it was oh, my mom's dying for 10 years.
Right.
Couldn't stay in one place. Couldn't do one thing.
Yeah.
I just had to keep on fucking doing different shit.
Yeah.
Doing wilder shit.
Getting wilder and wilder.
Wilder and wilder. Because it's one day my mom's gonna die.
Yeah.
I remember I was in New York City one time, and I was planning on doing some wild shit out there, but then I was like, oh dude, I should go see my grandma. And I just hitchhiked down to fucking Danville, Virginia.
To your grandma's house.
To my grandma's house, and I showed up. She was like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got drunk on Badger's milk together. That was sick. That's
Wild.
Yeah, that's wild.
Now you went to. You've never had any sort of like industrial education, right? Like you never. What I mean by that is like you only had homeschool, and then it was like, here's the world.
Yeah. Well, I like did a stint of graphic design at Johnson County for like a year.
Yeah.
A year like spread out between 3 years or so.
Yeah. You
Just,
did 1 month at a
never,
time for
yeah,
3
like,
years.
Never did anything, but like everybody loved me there, so it was like fucking cool.
Yeah.
It's like it's just here comes this fucking older guy in design classes.
Yeah. Because what year did you go do that? How old were you?
I think I was like 21.
All right, so you were late to the game. I did the same thing.
Oh, I was hella late.
I didn't go to
All-
school till
like,
I was 22, I think.
I didn't go to school until like I was already doing what I was going to school to do.
Right.
And everyone was like, "Why are you doing this?" And I was like, "I don't fucking know. I'm not even here anyway."
Yeah.
So there goes like 10 grand. You know.
What got you into doing? Because I know when I met you, you were working at a coffee shop.
Yeah, I did coffee for a long time.
Yeah.
And I think it was because of that people just saw me, dude, under a fucking microscope.
Yeah.
And every little fucking thing that I did was like a big deal. So like I drew one fucking picture one day.
And everybody
And everyone was
freaked
like,
out.
"Oh, dude, you're a fucking illustrator."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay." But then like I ended up being like a pretty decent illustrator. But it was
Yeah.
like, but it's just like people like love to microscope the fuck out of like people that they see every day.
Right.
Like the only reason why I am the way that I am now, or like people that fucking know me now, is like because of that type of shit. Like I was a fucking barista.
Yeah.
Years.
Well, when I met you, you were definitely. I've always told you this. You were a barista, and I liked you.
Yeah.
And it was always like the biggest question people ask me was like, "That dude gay or straight?" And I'm
Right,
like,
yeah.
"I don't know. I don't know what he does. I think he's like down for whatever. Maybe. I don't know.
Hella down for whatever, dude.
Yeah. And then,
Oh, dude, I'm and you know this. But
I think
like,
that would like.
I'll make out with a dude.
Yeah, I think
don't
that
care.
sums up your entire existence. It's like basically very susceptible. Like if someone came to you and was like, "Oh man, like I want to let me tell you about this idea I have where like we're gonna all move to an island and live in joyous company, and then one day we're all gonna drink this Kool-Aid and like go to another world together."
And
like
I'm in.
you'd be in. Yeah.
Oh, I'd be right there telling people to get in.
Yeah, you'd be say, "Hey, get in."
I'm like, this guy's got
drink the Kool-Aid with me.
This guy's got a good fucking idea. I'm gonna fucking tell everybody about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did you want to do? Because essentially what you're saying is just because somebody came in and was like, "Oh, you're good at drawing," when you were probably just bored at work one day.
Yeah.
And then, did you have any appeal to that prior to?
No. I just could draw like everybody.
you just
Like
always-
everybody else from my like generation.
Right.
And you just doodle on a fucking book and you want to be a fucking graphic designer.
Yeah.
And then you fucking find out that it's not what you think it is and you give up on that
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah.
Like you get to school and you cry a lot. And you're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I don't want to do this anymore." Like I didn't do that. Like I was like, "Oh, fuck it, I'll crush this shit." Because I've
Yeah.
already been done. I'd already done it, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
What was it weird to go to school after never going to a school before?
100%.
Like I'm pretty intrigued by homeschooling.
Dude, you want to talk about that song?
Yeah, let's talk about
it's
that.
It's fucking wild, dude.
What's that like? Here, actually, let me get that a little. There you go. There you go.
Let me get up in this motherfucker.
There you go.
Oh.
Oh, Merlin boy. First appearance by the Chong in the new set.
Dude,
Mr. Merlin.
let me grab this guy like kind of weird so that ASPCA has a problem.
Merlin, come here, bud. Come here, Chong. Come here.
Wait.
Come here.
Good work.
Come here. Get up here. All right. Oh.
Going to college after being whatever the fuck homeschooled, whatever that means. Like people think that they know what being homeschooled is.
Right.
I have no fucking idea.
No, I mean I have a vision in my head. In my head, your mom was teaching you how to pick like elderberries, and like you probably talked about she let you dress up all the time. Like you were just in theater all day. That was your only real class. You know what I
Holy
mean?
shit, dude.
Like, but I'm sure it was nothing like that.
Oh yeah, homeschooling was like you wake up like fucking like she wanted to like be normal, you know. My mom was like, "We got to be normal." So you got to wake up at like 8.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What the fuck? Why would I do that? I'm not waking up at 8." A lot of times I had to wake up at 8. She was ferocious about that.
Yeah.
But then I like would go downstairs in my underwear and like cook fucking bacon and eggs. I was like the fucking chef. What do they call it in the army where you're like the fucking kearney or something?
I cook.
Yeah, like
I don't know. I
yeah,
don't know.
like
what
I
they
was
call
I
it.
was just the fucking cook of the family, dude. I would go down there in my underwear, like
Because
fucking
now
9
everybody
years
was
old.
homeschooled.
Yo, yeah.
What made you? Did you ever ask your parents why they did that?
Oh, dude, this was like, uh, not is this some like Y2K 9/11 fucking Mark of the Beast shit?
Okay.
Like,
Okay. All right.
Oh, I mean, here's the real story: is that I was in kindergarten. I got in a fight with a dude, and I like fractured his skull,
Yeah.
and I got suspended or expelled. I don't know what they fucking call it. I was too young, didn't know. Or
You're in kindergarten.
I was in kindergarten, and some
Yeah.
dude was like making your mama jokes, and I just like took that seriously.
Yeah, and
Like,
being that
like,
you're,
I didn't know I was-
soft-headed toddlers, you
just-
you just got lucky, and
There was like a fucking pillar,
yeah,
and I just went skid, psh, and like there
That
he
was
goes.
that.
He was knocked out, dude. It was wild. And so yeah, she was like, "Wow, man, I think I gotta rethink this whole fucking thing."
yeah,
So yeah, so then I was homeschooled. But I think the biggest thing that people think about homeschooling is that it's like really fucking sheltered.
right.
Which like I guess like maybe if you're rich or like I don't know. I mean like we just were fucking poor white kids doing poor white kid shit.
Right. Because
There was no difference between
Now, are
us
you-
and the fucking normal folk.
I know you have two younger brothers, right?
3 younger brothers, 1 younger sister.
Oh, so you are the oldest.
Mm-hmm.
And how much younger than you are they?
Jonah's the youngest dude out there. He's fucking 15.
Okay. Because you're how old now, Josh?
28.
Okay. So I met
Fuck,
you
maybe I'm 29.
right when you were like 20, I guess, is when I met you,
A
right?
long time ago, dude.
It had to be because it was right when I was first sober, and that was 9 years ago. So you might
Shut
have been
up.
19. Yeah,
No way.
yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Whoa. Shout out to Tyler being sober. I'm kind of mad
Yeah,
about it. but
9
I'm
years
also,
on
like,
the third, I think. Yeah, be 9 years this year. Well, on January 3rd. January 3rd, 2015,
Well, you-
7:15 p.m. Where were you? I'll tell you
Oh,
where I
dude,
was.
You got an
I
early.
was sitting in a cop car.
You got an early January problem too. That's
Yeah.
sick.
Oh, dude, there's like times like, yeah. Real story, 3 years to the day. I had finally gotten my shit together good enough to like rent. I was trying to buy a house that fell through.
Yeah.
I did not want to continue staying at my parents' house any longer.
Yeah.
And I found a house. The only house I could find was up on 18th and Quindaro.
Oh yeah, dude, you're fucked up there.
And I was good for like a month and a half, and I was high on the hog, dude. Went and bought this like all new furniture because I had all this money for a deposit on a house, right?
Yeah.
So I got all the furniture. I was loving it. I had everything I needed. Went and bought like a 75-inch TV just because at that time I was like, I want the biggest TV.
Dude, I want one of those right now, dude. I would love.
Dude, they
one of
sound
those.
cool. I hate the TV upstairs.
Oh yeah.
I'll get to that in a second. But I came home from work. I was working at this hot rod shop out in Gardner, and I came home from work and opened my door, and I thought I had this bin that had all these computer cables in it,
Oh yeah.
and it's sitting over, and I was like, oh, I must have tipped that over. And then I kind of looked around for a minute. I was like, I feel like there's something gone. And then I realized there was a lot of things gone.
Oh shit!
Like the television and the Xbox and
You
my
got-
laptop
You got bushwhacked.
and my TV in my bedroom.
Damn.
And all the money I had there. Yeah, I definitely got robbed. Then they came back and robbed me a second time in 1 week. So I loaded. Dude, there was the whole basement is when I was selling Harley parts. The whole
Oh,
basement was
shit.
full of Harley parts,
Fuck yeah.
and it sucked. That was back when I was just a wild boy eating pizza every day, like sober, eating pizza, chugging 72 Monster Energies.
Damn.
Living bad, sober, but living poorly, dude. Like,
Sounds like me,
not
dude.
living
That
great.
sounds
Yeah.
sounds good as fuck,
It leads you to a heart attack at a young age.
dude. I worry about that, and
Yeah.
you know I worry about that.
I know you worry about that. We've talked about it.
I think it's
so.
just anxiety though for me.
Dude, honestly, like, I've told you about the stomach. Like, I had that
Well-
thing where I was like, I'd get like the pressure build up and like,
Acid reflux kind of shit.
yeah.
That's what they told me I had.
Well, I've been going to this. I went to a GI and they tested me for all this stuff, and like, I had stopped eating gluten prior to, and I haven't had the problem.
Yeah.
But they're like, now I have to eat gluten again, and then they're gonna retest me to see if I have celiacs.
Yeah.
Because they're just trying to figure out what it is.
You think that like something like so severe, that feeling, because it's a fucking horrible feeling, like the
Yeah.
fucking like, oh, I've got chest pains, like fucking, like I'm gonna die.
Yeah,
But then it's just like, oh, I had a little bit of a fucking burp, dude.
yeah,
I just had to let a little fucking
Yeah.
out, dude. And then you're like, oh, it feels better. But then the anxiety kicks in after that, Because then it's like, oh, dude, I'm fucking dying, but I feel better now.
dude. The only way I knew the only thing that happened the day I had my heart attack was I got this crazy acid reflux that I had never had before.
Motherfucker, I don't.
And so then after that, it's freaked me out ever since then. I go to the doctor, like they do all these tests. They're like, "You're perfect. You're great. You're gonna live a long life.
That's what they say to
Keep
me
doing
too.
the medicine. Keep doing all the things."
Yeah.
And then I leave there, and then the stomach thing will happen, and I'll be like, "Oh my god,
I'm
shit,
dying.
it's happening again." I go to full Fred Sanford mode. Like I realized Fred Sanford was just having panic attacks. dude.
100%.
Yeah. I'm on Sanford and Son status. But I've knock on wood, I've been doing better. I haven't freaked out at all. But like I said, I modified my diet even more to where I wasn't eating gluten.
Right.
And it seems like that was helping. But I don't know, like I'm trying to figure out, do I have celiacs? Because there's like other complications with that, like with vitamins and stuff.
Oh yeah.
For like never having cared at all before, right? Like now I care the most.
Well, you were
because
vegan. You were vegan for a while.
I still am.
You're still vegan.
But
'Cause I
that's
remember-
only been since I had the heart attack.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think you starting to care now is probably a good thing because
Well, I can't tell you that I fucking care, but it's just like.
I can tell you that I don't think being the wing champ at like
Oh.
I don't think the wing champ of the peanut lives a long and fruitful life.
I eat more chicken any man ever seen. No, I know, and it worries me because
Yeah.
like I am that guy.
Yeah.
Like I want to be the most at everything.
But you don't have to be.
I know I don't, and I'm not, and that's the problem. I think that's the big problem for me.
Yeah. Merlin, stop. Get over here, bud.
Quit beating me up, bro.
Let the damn dog on an episode, and this is
Acting
what
a
he
fool,
does. He
acting
loves
foolish.
he loves to chew on a shoe. Hey, come here. All right, so I guess we'll go back to homeschool. Explain homeschooling. What's it? I mean, beyond that, like, what was the educating part? Did you get
Oh, I
an
got-
education,
I think-
or was it like today we're gonna learn about Ruby Bridge?
Dude, well, there was some shit like that. There was some
Yeah.
shit like that for sure. But I would say that like I got like a pretty tailored and expert level education. Like it wasn't like fucking we're not doing school today because we're homeschooled or whatever. It was like
Right.
we're gonna get up and we're gonna fucking learn. And it was like, dude, I'm not like a mathematician or anything, or
Right.
like a grammar lord, but like I write
Yeah.
and like could do math, and I know like who fucking Theodore Roosevelt was, or
Right.
whatever.
Did you have to take like now at the end of it? Was there like a test you had to take, like for the state to be like, oh, I'm a high school graduate, or do you just like?
Yeah, there's they call it the GED.
Oh, so you.
But
just,
I never took that. I did the bougie one.
Okay.
I did the high set,
Okay.
which is like I think it's like 3 times more fucking powerful or whatever.
It's
than
basically the
GED.
same as a high school diploma, probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and the high set's even more technical than that, I think.
Wow.
From what I don't know, man. That was fucking years ago. I don't remember, but like I do remember getting a 97 on it and being like fucking stoked because everyone's like, "Oh, you're homeschooled. You're a dumbass."
Yeah.
And so I kind of like got that in me, but I was like, dude, the fucking SATs or whatever. They said that like you could put a fucking monkey in front of it that just puts random input into the test and they would still pass.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm smarter than that.
I mean, we're all just monkeys, dude.
Smarter than that, dude.
What? God, it's so weird though. It's weird. Did it like mess you up socially at all?
That's a good question because people see me as like a total fucking butterfly. Like people see me as like I know everybody and everyone knows Josh and everyone loves Josh, blah blah blah, and like I remember being 16 and working at a fucking coffee shop and not being able to answer a fucking phone call.
Right.
And it was like fucking dude, shout out Pam Potasic. Like she was like, you're gonna fucking answer the phone call, or you're fired.
Was that here or was that?
That was Westport Coffee House, dude. Fucking Pennsylvania Avenue in Westport.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. In high school is when you guys.
I wasn't even in school. I wasn't even in school at that point.
But I'm saying high school age, you had made it to the metro.
Oh yeah. Well, I was like already in and out of the metro at that point too, because I was like living in Texas at the time and like traveling around a lot too.
Just going.
Oh, I was fucking gone, dude.
Yeah.
My mom was dying.
Right.
It didn't matter.
Yeah. What? Yeah, because you would have. So let's see, you're 28 now.
Yeah.
So you would have been 23. No. 24.
Yeah, I think 24.
Yeah, when your mom.
Yeah.
Passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like forever ago.
Yeah.
I've been like a million different people since then.
Right.
Well,
but
same
I
guy,
mean, but that's how it is for everyone. I just had someone I knew, friend, acquaintance, friend, definitely a friend. One of those friends that like you didn't have to talk every day.
Yeah.
But he'd call me like once a month usually.
Right.
And it would like be masked with like a question for me,
Right.
you know, of like how to do something.
Hey Tyler, can you?
And he'd be like, God damn it, dude. Like, but he passed away the other day.
Oh shit! No
Kind
way.
of unexpectedly.
You're kidding.
No.
See, I'm at the age now where it's like I've got some people like that.
Yeah.
That are dying.
Yeah, well, I'm really at the age where it's been like quite a few.
Yeah.
It's like I think this is like the first, like I guess maybe like 40 is like the thinning of the herd.
Sure.
Like where that starts, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, it's not the best. But I can say about that person in particular, he definitely lived life his way and like, you know, was himself. Like he was him. Yeah. Also a Josh. His name was Josh.
All the way
Josh
to
Quillen.
all the way to dying, dude.
All the way from the moment I met the guy, he had the same big heart, outlaw attitude.
Yeah.
Like just did it all his way, man.
Dude, speaking of outlaw, there's nothing like being a Missouri guy and coming to Kansas to make you feel like an outlaw. Like, dude, I felt like I was dodging cops on the way over here.
Oh no, I called him and told him not to mess with you.
I was like, dude, you want to talk about fucking outlaw, dude? I'm gonna go to jail the second I get pulled over, dude.
Well, yeah, you're just a 28-year-old knucklehead. We were all did that. Like,
yeah,
I used to be an desperado. Just riding around expired everything, expired license,
I'm riding
expired
around
tags.
dirty as fuck.
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
license, no insurance, busted windshield.
Yeah.
Fucking.
You're basically a cops episode waiting to happen.
I would if I, dude, if I, which I have, I've been I've been put in situations like that that
Yeah.
I wish that the cops episode was being filmed. But like that's the way to do it, dude.
Yeah.
Like
That's a way to do it.
that's a cool way to do it.
Cops is kind of jacked up, dude. I guess they just brought it back. I saw somebody say that
I
they
watch it all the
filmed
time.
here, but like back in the day, like the way they exploit those people is wild. Because like
Yeah.
I watched listened to this whole series about it, and it was pretty crazy. Like the way they exploited people, and they like basically like blackmailed people into signing the release to be on the show. And
Oh yeah,
stuff.
just
It's
lied
crazy.
to him like you have to do this.
Have you ever seen Run, Ronnie, Run?
No.
It's this David Cross movie, but he basically plays a redneck dude with a mullet that's always running from the cops. It's wild. It's a wild movie.
Like all of our friends.
Yeah, you basically remind me of Ronnie a lot, though. Like, you're like Ronnie mixed with Diener from Fubar. Have you ever seen Fubar?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're just
That's
Diener.
that's an honor, dude.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that.
I love that. Was it the second one where he runs outside and he's like, "Strike me down and take my other testicle." Those are great movies.
Yeah.
Fubar, shout out Fubar.
Fubar, good.
What when did you find punk rock and rock and roll and that whole vibe? Was that an easy did you have friends?
Mm-mm.
Like when you were a teenager? Like that so I guess back on that track, right?
Mhm.
Like did the social Josh happen when you started working in coffee?
Yeah.
Because you did that for like almost 10 years, right?
Yeah.
If you started when
Well-
you were 16 off and on.
Yeah, off and on for 10 years, for sure. The social, yeah, because I think the biggest thing was that it just forced me to talk to like hundreds of people a day.
Right.
And like, I just realized that I liked people,
Yeah.
you know, and like got to know them.
Yeah.
And some people were influential to who I am now.
Right.
Like I remember, I don't even know his name. I remember this dude come in wearing like high waters and like low top Oxford Doc Martens with like a beanie like on like scooshed over to his head. And this is like, you know, I was 16, so that was like 2015 or 16 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And he was like always playing in punk rock band or like telling me about punk rock shows. And I remember being like just a fucking doofus.
Yeah.
You know,
man,
I had
don't
like
even know
long
what you-
hair and a mustache and like worked at a coffee shop. And this dude was like telling me about punk rock shit. And so I like showed up to one and realized that I like knew everyone there just from like being a coffee guy.
Yeah.
And kind of latched onto that because it was like something other than like I didn't know anything else, you know what I mean? Like all I did was like work on cars and like serve coffee and not talk to anyone.
And the cars thing, that just came from being poor, right?
That came from being
yeah.
dirt poor. Like
Yeah, you had to work on your own car or you couldn't have one.
yeah, like I had to fix my dad's car. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how I got into it. It was like being a kid, like we couldn't afford to get our car fixed. You know
Oh
what I
fuck
mean?
that, dude! I've still like never taken it to anything to a shop, and not that I have any more money than I used to, but like this is not even an option for me.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I wouldn't even know what it feels like to have like someone else work on my shit.
It weirds me out. Like
It
so
would make
I
me
have
uncomfortable.
It does. It makes me very uncomfortable. I don't
It's
even
like, don't look
go
at that
into
fucking
a
zip
tire
tie, bro.
shop. Like I have to know. Like I'm so neurotic about it that like I will only go like because I know. But I've also been in the industry in the metro. I've been in the automotive industry
Right.
since I was like 16, working in shops and
Right.
stuff. And so like because of that, like my oldest friend in life, he's a mechanic.
Yeah.
So if I have a severe problem, like
Yeah.
Randall James will come over, we'll diagnose it, and then
Right.
I'll fix whatever I gotta fix if I need to go that deep. Most things I can do all on my own.
Right.
But even tires, dude. Like,
You gotta watch
got a
out.
homie that owns a tire shop,
Right.
so in Bonner. So like, I'll drive to Bonner just to like get tires put on,
Right.
like with the quickness.
100%. That's always been one of those things, like getting alignments and like getting fucking tires put on.
Yeah,
It's like those are the two things that you have to like go to a shop for. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to fucking do that.
same thing. When I needed the tires put on the Dodge,
Yeah.
I bought my sister's old man. He's like the assistant manager of Big O Tire in Lawrence.
Fuck yeah.
So Jeremiah called him and was like, yo, I need these Cooper Cobra units, dude.
100%.
So he got me the tires for a deal. But then after I drove there, and I was like, couldn't you have just set me up to pick them up to Big O in Kansas City? Like, I had to drive all the way to Lawrence. And it was like, am I really saving any money?
You're not saving any money.
No.
You're just like getting that like feeling, that satisfaction, you know, that little like soft feeling. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I don't have to go to a stranger for this.
Yeah. But then Eric, my buddy Eric,
Yeah.
the older dude,
Yeah,
Eric,
yeah.
you know him.
I love chilling with him.
Eric, he works at the auto auction.
Oh, dude.
So he mounted and balanced those. Or no, he didn't do those. He did another set for me. But Randy, I just took them up to Randy's work, and he mounted and balanced them for me.
Yeah.
Because I wanted them like, I was like, yo, I don't want none of them pound on wheel weights. Like, they gotta be tape-ons on the inside
Oh,
only,
fuck,
baby.
dude.
So he got them all weighted up for me, legit.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to polish the outside. I don't want no wheel weights on, you know.
Yeah.
Can't have no wheel weights showing on your tire, you know.
This is how fucking retarded I am. Like I like will not. I just hate going to any shop and like having them do anything. So I remember like a couple years back, like me and Sarah went on a trip to fucking Colorado, and we were gonna take my. I had a 4Runner at the time. What?
Merlin.
And I was like, the 4Runner had like no suspension left. Like it was clapped as fuck. And I remember putting like tie rod ends and like 2 ball joints on and like not aligning it after. And the tires that I had like good tread on them.
Yeah.
But dude, I drove all the way to fucking Colorado just like fucking
half cocked holding it.
And dude, have you ever like this is like me and Sarah could have died at any moment, dude. But like, dude, going like I-70 both ways on the fucking right lane. And maybe you know what they're called, but it's just like where the truckers have like driven. There's like little divots in the road.
Yeah.
And it's like for like truck, like the dually truck drivers, you know? And so like for being like a really small Japanese truck, like I was like in and out of those like grooves in the road, and it was just like, dude, I was fucking white knuckling it the whole fucking time. Like it was scary as fuck. The wind was blowing. I have no idea where I'm going, and it's because I have like a foot of slop and like the tires aren't aligned and shit. But hey, dude, it fucking ripped going up Texas Creek though. Like
I literally,
it was sick.
Dylan was asking me about you.
Yeah.
And he's like, what's that dude's deal? I was like, I don't know. I told him, I was like, he was homeschooled and like he only buys the biggest pile of shit
the
vehicle
dumbest
that
shit
he
you possibly
could possibly buy.
Shit that no one wants to buy for any amount of money, and I'll pay top dollar.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
Monthly? I'll do it monthly, though.
You're literally just Joe Dirt, dude.
Oh, dude, I kind of like that.
I feel like that's what your high school, like at high school homeschool, that was like, did you do like a one-man Joe Dirt monologue for theater? Like
that could work.
That's the sort of thing I feel like homeschooling is. It's just like, just ultimate theater kid.
Dude, it's funny that you say that because it's just like, there is something about me that I just want the fucking shittiest thing.
Yeah, I've literally offered to
do things better. Yeah,
do things.
And I'm like, no,
perfect.
I want it fucking shitty.
And you're like, no, I don't want to make it nice.
Dude, people used to make fun of me so hard for not having a kickstand on my bike, and I was like, no, I like,
people.
Yeah, but people would like try to make me cry about it.
Well, I don't know who those people are, but
idiots.
Name them out. You can go ahead and call them out
No,
by
I
name.
won't call him out by
You and
name.
me call them out?
No.
I know who they are.
Yeah, you know.
You guys know who you are.
You guys know who you are, you
chopper.
fucking...
Oh,
Oh.
Josh with the we'll bleep
Sorry.
that
Sorry,
out.
bleep that This
We'll have
isn't
to
live
bleep
or
that
anything. We
one
can go
out.
back and block. We can cut that out.
I can cut it out.
Cut it
I might
out.
not. I might not.
All right, he might not cut that out.
I put the beep over it. You've said enough cuss words that they'll never monetize this one. So
You can just think that I said like pussies or something. That's like better.
or well that now I have to bleep that one out because then they'll know that. Name every word. No, just go ahead and list off all the words you didn't say just then. You chopper dorks, you know who you are. We'll just do a little boop.
We'll
Little-
put your at in there.
Cut. Yeah, put an ad. Everybody keeps telling me if I should make an ad to put in the podcast.
You should.
Yeah, I should.
Liquid Death.
I should do. Yeah, Liquid Death.
We're
Not
good.
a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
That's there's this dude I've been obsessed with lately called King Cobra on the internet.
I've never heard of him.
He's this gnarly dude that lives in Casper, Wyoming. He makes wands. He loves Ozzy Osbourne. He's an Ozfest person. No
Yeah.
offense to anyone. I don't mean that offensively. I just mean that as a descriptor that like the people like there's the people of Walmart. Remember that website?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Okay, so just think about the people of Ozfest. I don't know if you ever
That
went to
shit
an
scares
Ozfest.
me, dude.
It's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
You know, Ozzy kind of rules.
Ozzy rips, dude.
Did you ever go through a Juggalo phase?
No.
That's
No.
weird.
No.
I figured that was,
I've
like,
never even
standard.
heard one ICP song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, hot take. The Great Malenko album is tight.
You're kidding.
No, ICP's really not that bad. Like, they just kind of did their own thing, and people thought it was weird that they wore makeup.
I've heard this from a lot of people.
Yeah, but they, I'm not into, the whole jive of it, right? But, that specific album I always thought was, a decent record.
Yeah.
Musically, I thought it was cool.
A decent record, dude.
Decent record, dude. I used to have the boot, they got signed to Disney's label when they first, at a
ICP
certain
did?
point. Yeah,
No.
and I had the Disney release of that record, and I wish I still had it, because that thing was it's probably worth money now, but
That's
it's just one of those
incredible.
weird things. But yeah, dude, I grew up in Bonner, so, we had Juggalos.
You
dude.
knew what was going on.
I've gone out on dates with so many women that I ended up having Juggalo tattoos. It's not even funny.
Shut up, dude.
Oh, dude.
I've never had that.
Undercover juggalettes sometimes.
Dude, I would be in, I think.
I
No?
assumed you already had.
No,
I mean,
I've never experienced
You seem
that.
like you would paint your face up like a clown and go throw soda pop on someone.
Well, I think that's just because that's who I am. But
It's just poor white people things.
dude.
Everything that you love is essentially ICP. You're basically
no.
you might you could be like the Jesus Christ of Juggalos, dude.
Should I reinvent myself?
As the Jesus of Juggalos. I hope you change your Instagram description to that tonight.
Do you think that it's open? You
I'm
think that
just saying-
someone already doesn't have that?
Jesus of Juggalo?
Yeah, someone's already got that
I don't
one,
know, dude. Maybe not. We're gonna find out
Holy
after
shit!
the show.
Yeah, I'll do it.
That'd be a great name, dude.
Dude,
'Cause
I
what
would-
is it right now?
Casey Tugboat.
It's still Casey
It
Tugboat.
always has been.
What was it? No, you changed it at one time.
Cosmo Josh, because I was drinking a lot of Cosmopolitans.
Oh.
But then I had to revert back to my poor man ways and just drink cranberry vodkas.
Yeah.
Poor man
Cranny
Cosmo.
vods.
Yeah. That was sick. I was bougie, you know what I mean? And I'll still get bougie.
Yeah.
I drink wine.
Don't tell the chopper guys that.
I know they don't like that. Well,
Oh, they're a bunch of.
there's a couple of them that I know where they hang out.
Yeah.
I know where they take all their weird dates.
Ain't nowhere that I go. I can tell you that
No,
much.
they love that. They love to pretend that they're bougie. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And they were at like
yeah.
Westport Cafe and shit, you know.
I don't even go to Westport.
Yeah. I wouldn't. I mean, sometimes I'll go to Dave's, but that's the only one I'm like.
Yeah. I never lived in Midtown. I always lived in Wyandotte. So like that's like when they say don't shit where you eat, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like I was living here, so like I didn't do anything, you know.
Yeah.
I always treated people with respect over here, but when I was working in Westport, I was like it was not hard to make a name for myself. You take out, you know, you whap the shit out of like maybe like 3 or 4 people in on a hot night when you
Right.
work at the biggest music venue in the bar district.
Right.
It was pretty easy to like make people think you're a badass. I
Yeah.
mean, but like in all reality,
I mean that stays with you because like people still know that about you.
yeah. But also then in my head, it's like there's times where it's like, man, I jacked a lot of people up out here, so maybe like I don't know.
As someone who's like following sort of in your footsteps in that way,
Yeah,
like being a professional bouncer,
yeah.
I mean I like it, you know. I like that idea. Like hearing stories like that, it's like people are always like, you know, violence this and violence that. It's like, yeah. It's gonna be violent.
That was always the last resort. I definitely had a different way of
Well, you're also a shit talker as fuck.
it didn't take long to like get everybody on board. You know what I mean? Like
for a fight.
Like to like keep it chill.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
like
yeah.
you get everybody. It takes like not just the people that work at a place, but also the regulars. It takes them to get on board. But dude, there's times where like people would try to fight me, and I'd just be laughing at them, and then like somebody would leave the bar and hear them running their mouth and just knock the hell out of them out there in Westport behind that bar, behind the riot room.
Yeah.
I seen so many crazy things.
Yeah.
That was a wild place, man. It
Yeah.
was fun. We had a good time. I still like, you know, Logan was there.
Yeah.
Uncle Jerry was there.
Jerry Bear.
Candy was there. Tubers was there. Drew Little worked there.
Yeah. I remember the first time
Katie worked there.
I remember the first time I ever went to Riot Room. It was for like some like fucking weird bedroom pop group
Yes, that checks out.
or something like. It was like
Dude.
some weird group, and I walk in the fucking front door, and Drew Little throws from the front door from the bar to the front door an open PBR at me. Like expecting me to catch it, and I did like kind of like sloppily catch it. It was like spilled half the, you know, 3/4 of the beer, but
Yeah.
it's like that's just kind of fucking zone we're in.
Yeah. That place taught me to like more music than I already liked.
Yeah.
Because it would be just weird. Timmy would book anything.
Yeah.
He would book literally anything. Him in Dallas. So like at one time there would be like a death metal show inside. Then there'd be like a local rap show on the patio,
Right.
and you'd be there being like, oh, here we go with this one tonight. But then those are always the chillest nights. But then there's like some suburban dad rock band. They come in.
And everyone wants to fight.
And then there's some dude that wants to be like some guy from the suburbs wants to be an asshole. And it's like,
Right.
dude, come on.
He like comes to the city and like thinks it's fucking Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was never fun.
No.
But I've seen wild things. Me and old Zach,
Uh,
me and Zach worked at Czar Bar together because they owned that too.
oh yeah.
Dude, there was times where I didn't think me and Zach were gonna make it out alive. They'd have these crazy local rap shows. It'd be like a 200+ person crowd
Oh yeah.
with like facing down against me and Zach, and it never failed. Like luckily, there'd be like there's always these like there's some like biker dudes I knew or somebody that we knew would like show up that everybody would be so intimidated by. They'd be like, "What's going on?"
We
And then
better
they-
not fuck
yeah,
up
yeah,
here.
we're not doing that. And then
Yeah.
everybody would chill out real fast, you
Yeah.
know. But man,
See, every place that I've ever worked, I've been the only fucking bouncer.
yeah.
Or,
Well,
like, the
in that
only-
sense,
the
I
only
was
dude-
like Zach was the bartender.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Zach would just like if I needed help, they would be like, "Yo, Zach, because there'd be like 2 or 3 bartenders. It would be just me. I was just that's when I was all fucked up on drugs too. So you know me, I'm just like, yo, whatever, dog. We'll
Right.
get it. I'll get it in with.
We'll get it, baby.
I'll get it with all 200 of you. I don't care. Like, but
oh fuck,
that
dude.
delusional mind, dude. It's a trick one. But I was just standing on business, dude. I did that already. Like, I never. The stupid thought I had in my head back then was I didn't want any of my homies knowing.
Oh yeah.
That I backed down from anybody.
Oh,
you
for
know?
sure, dude. You had to be tough as fuck.
Right. So I would do dumb stuff like that, man. Like try to fight 200 people.
Hey,
because,
you're talking to a guy who's doing the dumb stuff right now.
Yeah. Well, just stop. It's not
I
worth
love
it.
it.
Yeah, it's just not
Come
worth
on,
it,
dude,
really.
I love it.
10 years from now, you'll be on here going, yeah, you were right about that, man. But there's a way. You're doing a pretty good job of not being violent.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I think that the biggest thing is like people like start to try that, and then I'll just like give them a little like shoulder grab. And
yeah.
Like, oh fuck, I better not do that.
Also, it's just like a thing of like, come on, bud. Like you just
know
give
you
give them the.
Wow.
You can come back tomorrow.
You could come back tomorrow,
Yeah.
or you could not come back at all.
Yeah.
To anywhere.
Anywhere. Yeah.
Like,
That's
choose
what
the
I always
right
told
one.
people. I didn't tell people like, look, dude, just you can come back tomorrow. And if people know that, like
Yeah.
if you start with that, right? If you start with letting them know, like, hey, you're kind of being an
I
idiot.
like
You're kind of
you.
being an idiot.
I like you.
I like
come
you.
back tomorrow.
You're kind of being an idiot.
You're a
so
fuckhead.
like,
I'm
you
a
gotta
fuckhead.
leave tonight,
Right.
But tomorrow, I'll be right here waiting for you to come back and have fun again.
100%.
And then they usually would chill out.
No, I'm on that train too. Like I love telling people that they're fucking up, but then being like, come back tomorrow.
Also, you don't want to work in a place where you have to work with other people.
Yeah.
Because then, like, if they think that you're the baddest guy out of all of them,
Yeah.
When they're scared and don't want to do their job, and you have like a different job that night, like you're working the front door,
Yeah.
then they're like, "Hey, I need you to come. You got to come throw this guy out with us."
Yeah.
And then you go, and it's like some 300-pound dude wearing all blue with
Right.
gold teeth, and you're going,
Fuck.
what? Like, why?
I'm not gonna survive tomorrow.
And then you're looking at the guy like, I guess.
I'm
Like,
watching.
dude, out of all the bouncers, like, for real, like, the tightest bouncers always be at Riot. They ended up becoming barbacks and bartenders.
Oh yeah,
right?
they moved on.
They
quickly.
moved on. I never was like. I told Timmy from day one, like, yo, this is what I got going on outside of here. Like, I want to use it. I just want to come here, not have to think. I don't want. There's never.
Yeah, I'm not trying.
There's
to do
never been a
anything
time
else.
in my life where I thought, oh, I want to serve people.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't have that. I respect everyone. I have plenty of friends that are in the service industry.
Yeah.
But I've never. I don't have that dog in me to do that.
Right.
Like,
It's tough. That's
it's
a tough fucking thing.
but dude, like most of the guys on the door were like kind of chicken shit. Right?
Yeah.
They kind of were chicken shit.
Yeah.
But like Uncle Jerry always had my back. Loogie always had my back. Drew, I love Drew.
Yeah.
Drew and I, like, there was never a time where that if everybody else ran off, then I knew that Logan, Drew, and Jerry would be right there with me.
Oh, 100%.
100 every time,
Yeah.
no matter what happened. And we're all still friends to this day.
Right.
I met Logan there the day he moved to town.
Yeah.
It was just, hey, Timmy said, this is my brother-in-law. He's a
Yeah.
rapper from
Yeah.
Springfield. And here
Right.
comes this dorky-looking white dude with a basketball jersey on.
Right.
He's like, you guys are gonna be good friends.
guys are gonna
And
kick
we were
it
like,
off.
all right. And then we just started hanging out after
And we were
that.
like good
And we were
friends.
just like good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, still are.
Yeah.
But Beetlejuice just got. We're watching Beetlejuice just get massacred here in front of us.
I told you that wasn't his guy, dude. Like he
That's
was
his
gonna
guy. That's
fuck
just
him
what he
up.
does to his guys. He's like a serial killer with his guy. He's been working on Beetlejuice for a while now.
No way.
I'm surprised he lasted this long.
I was
Merlin's a
fucking with
savage
him over
beast.
here. Like I had him in a fucking.
Yeah. He likes
So
it.
that enticed him a little bit.
It's time to get a new toy.
Where do you go for that? Petco. PetSmart.
No, I mean,
.com?
no. Whatever weird store I go to that sells damaged cargo, so it's cheap.
Oh yeah.
I live like a poor person. I still am poor.
Yeah.
But like, I go, I hit up the old Cargo Largo sometimes.
The Larg, dude.
I got mad at somebody today for blowing up one of the spots on Instagram. I said,
for
quit
sure.
blowing the spot up, dog.
It's how am I gonna survive now that the fucking hipsters?
I
have
mean, if you want to tell person to person off camera, I'll tell you the spot.
Sure.
But like, I'm not trying to blow up the spots like that.
No.
I'm not trying to make it harder for myself.
it? Right.
They're not going nowhere.
Yeah.
They don't need more business.
No.
They got plenty.
They got all of it.
I turned the homies on, but man, you don't got to blow the spot up.
Poor people know where to go.
I told them that my exact words were, quit trying to gentrify my neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
This is how Strawberry Hill happened.
Exactly.
Somebody moved over here and was like, it's cheap as hell, dude.
Everyone should move over
You
here.
guys should all move over here. And now we can't afford it anymore.
Yeah, now we're fucked.
Now we just got slumlords.
Oof.
That guy knows who he is. That's why me and Josh are sitting in a cold ass basement right now.
Yeah, we're cold as a motherfucker out on here, dude.
Cold. It's cold out here. Well, I know you used to have your iron head. You got rid of that.
Thank God. You were there.
I was there.
Yeah.
We basically just told you to do it to end the misery.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
You got your square body now.
Square body's ripping.
Square body's ripping. Chevy's decent shit wagon to have.
Bow
If you're gonna
tie.
have a shitty car,
Just-
just get a Chevrolet.
Get a
because
Chevy.
then it's easy to like.
Like it'll be shitty, but it'll like keep going.
But it's easy to find parts for like
Yeah.
whatever you need. Like you
Right.
can find anything for that. Like
Except the goddamn windshield. Still got that thing fucked up.
I can get you a windshield right now.
All right, let's do it.
That's nothing.
All right.
After
been
the
cracked.
show, give me the deets. I'll talk to my glass guy tomorrow. We get you a
I
windshield.
need that
Brand new, installed.
for like $8,000 or
No, probably like $200.
Oh, I
max.
like that.
Yeah,
I like that,
I got a glass guy.
dude.
I got a guy.
You got that glass.
I
Guy.
got a guy for everything, dude.
I got a
Whatever
guy
you
for
need done.
glass.
You're actually one of my guys.
I know.
Yeah,
I like that.
I got a million guys.
There's some guys out there.
Guys, Guyz.
Guys.
Guys.
Throw an A.
That's
in there.
non-gender specific.
That's true.
That's why I like that word.
Yeah.
You got to add the Z on there.
Hey guys.
The guys. Sort of like the boys.
Yeah. I like that one too.
Boiyz.
Yeah.
I think that's how you spell that. Ever since there was this movie called Mummies back in the day, it was
Fuck.
Mummeez, and ever since then, like I've always liked just adding Z's on dumbass
my
words like
God.
that. Mummies,
Well, what glasses are those lugs?
Lokes,
Lokes. No Z.
no
It's
Z,
an S, but you-
Lokes with an S.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect the Lokes.
I'm not gonna. I would never.
dude. Again,
Let me try them on.
I'll let you try them on after the show.
No, I want to look at them right now.
That's all right.
You got
I'm
35 pair.
That's what I was getting ready to tell you. They're 2 for $10 at the swap. My guy from Nigeria has got them for 2 for $10. I
Holy
got a guy. You
shit.
need glasses? I got a guy.
Damn.
I used to wear expensive shades. I used to buy Von Zippers, and I'd buy like one pair a year.
You were
and they're
telling me about
and
that.
they're like $80. But then
Yeah.
I got to a point where I just kept screwing them up in the shop. Like I'd get
Immediately.
overspray on them,
Yeah.
or I'd get like, I just jack them up.
Yeah.
So these I can buy, and then I'll buy like 4 pairs at a time. And then I break them all the time. Like the plastic breaks like right there.
Yeah.
But dude, I mean, I don't care. You know what I mean?
You don't have to care.
I don't have to care.
Right.
Now I'll tell you, there's something different about it. Like those Von Zippers are nice. They're nice. Like don't get me wrong, they're nice shades.
We
And I
like
probably
those.
now like I could have a pair and make them a nice pair. You know.
Right.
But it doesn't matter if I don't ever put them in cases. Like I throw them around, they get all the lenses. get
Yeah.
all
See, this is
scratched up.
why I just am not. I'm not a shades guy at all. Like I'm 0% shades guy.
Oh, I'm a shades guy. I gotta have shades.
Like, dude, someone was like, they'd see me like riding around, like on my bike, and they'd be like, "It's illegal for you to not wear fucking glasses."
That was probably me.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like everybody. I mean, that's like a common thing to know about, apparently. And I'm like,
I don't know if there's
fucking,
a law about it, but it's just like kind of stupid to not wear some sort of eye protection on
I'm
a
pretty.
motorcycle.
I'm pretty sure it's a law.
It
Dude.
might be a law in Missouri. You guys got a lot of weird laws.
I know Missouri's got weird laws.
Except for the one, there's no laws that you could probably marry your own cousin there, but you got to have on glasses if you're riding a motorcycle.
100%.
A lot of
But
kissing
but anyway,
cousins.
that's just a testament to how like no, like I'm not wearing any shades. You know.
Yeah.
Some people are like hyper. They like put their gloves on and their.
Are you like
shades? And I'm like, no helmet, no gloves, no glasses, nothing.
I mean, I
don't want
wore
any of that.
gloves. I had like I wore like roping gloves.
Yeah, I know. I
Like-
mean, you were cool. You were a cool guy.
No, it was like so your hands wouldn't get jacked up.
My hands are jacked up anyway.
Yeah. That's because you never wear hand protection. PPE they
I've
call
never.
it.
Well,
Personal protective equipment.
are you OSHA certified?
I am.
Yeah, you are. You got
I
a
might
card,
be.
don't you?
I wish.
You got a fucking card.
No, I don't work anywhere.
Dude,
I
some
just,
fucking guy.
I'm just a safety enthusiast.
Some fucking guy flashed his OSHA card at me one day.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was wild.
What does that even mean?
Like he had, like you can get OSHA certified,
Oh, weird.
and they give you a little fucking card.
Insert that word you said earlier about that guy.
Well, exactly. But I was just like, I've never seen. I've worked in construction for years. I've never seen one of those in my life. Didn't even know that was an option. To be certified.
Sounds like some commie union guy thing.
Yeah.
Hot take. I'm not a big fan of the unions. I got a lot of friends that work in unions.
Yeah, I got
but
a ton,
I
of,
don't.
ton of union friends.
I'm not a big union guy.
There was like I remember people being like, there's like people that are like pro union, and there's people who are like, oh, what the fuck, unions suck. But it's like, I don't get who cares either way.
Yeah.
So you want to join a union? Okay.
My other thing is like,
you gotta
hey,
pay dues
join the
to
union.
some old guy.
Yeah,
You
go
gotta-
join the union. But I want to hear you bitch about it in this winter when you're not working or like whenever.
And you still got to pay dues.
Yeah, and you're still paying dues.
It's like, dude, I'm not paying another dude to work. Like, you're gonna pay. Like, I'm not giving you money so that I can work. Fuck that, dude.
Well, it's like gang mentality, right? Like all they do is like they just bully people into giving them what they want. Really,
Yeah.
it's like historically.
Well, isn't that what they do to the man, though? You know what I mean? Like, there's like the whole point of a union was to like stick up to the man.
Yeah, but like now,
Now
yeah,
they're doing it
that's
to the
like
little guy.
back in the. This is what I think about unions. Back in the day, they were probably necessary, right? Because we didn't have like federal workers' rights,
Oh yeah.
right? But in the modern age, I ask the question like, is it still necessary?
Yeah.
Because like you can rally everybody against what is perceived by the mass as morally right
Yeah.
fairly easy, you know what I mean, with the internet and all these things. But like I always felt
Well, you
like
can trick people into whatever the fuck you want them to be on the internet.
yeah, but what I'm saying is like, is it worth like? I didn't want to ever have any of those rules. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
And, like,
I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do this.
And like when we strike, we strike.
yeah, like you can't go work because we're whatever, dog. Like I'll do whatever I want.
And we're striking a lot.
Also, like
Sorry about your baby mama.
you know, most of those
Right.
they call themselves skilled laborers and all these things. But if they were actually skilled tradesmen, most of them, they would not be in those union gigs.
They wouldn't have to be.
No, because they
Because
would
they'd
be
make way more money independent than they would ever at
ever
the union.
in the union. Yes.
And like you see these fucking union dudes who are like, I'm making fucking 3 figures a year being a fucking pipe welder. Like, that's one dude on the fucking crew. The rest of them are making 17 an hour.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you want to be the one dude that drives a fucking Ram dually around? Like, get in fucking line.
Yeah.
They was like, join the union. It's like,
I got friends
let
that
me
make
get- let
good
me get
money, but
shit
like
on.
also they're like, it's the gamble. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I just like that steady. Here's what I learned in life, Josh.
Yeah.
Making money, it's like it's like making coffee, right? You can either hit the Keurig
Yeah.
and get you a quick cup,
Yeah.
or you can hit the old school pot and get you a nice slow drip.
And be
But
poor
she's
forever.
consistent. You know what I mean? And she's always there. And not necessarily, but over time you get better, and it fills the pot up faster. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I mean, there haven't been body shop unions around here forever, and now I'm seeing wild things of people like they're unionizing Starbucks, and then we're gonna unionize all baristas. Well, you're gonna literally run every coffee shop out of business.
No, well, they want it, dude. This is the biggest thing about that is like, I don't think that the government or people who are like pro government want any independent business infrastructure at all.
Right, and that's the
Like,
other
that's
thing
step
you have
one.
to ask is
That's
like,
step one,
right?
dude.
Like, why do you want to kill small businesses? As a union man, you should ask yourself that. Why am
Yeah.
I so beholden to some corporate entity?
Right.
Like, unions are also full of hypocrites, dude. A bunch of people that they vote Democrat, whether publicly or privately, because they're in a union.
Right.
Most of them spout off like Republican rhetoric all the time, but
They're
in
racist
reality,
as
they're the
hell.
only people engaging in communism in our entire country.
It's like you guys are ass fucking backwards, dude.
Yeah. And you tell them that, and they're like, "What do you mean commie?" It's like, well, do you know anything about unions?
Yeah.
Like, it's weird how many people I know that are in unions and don't know anything about unions.
Yeah.
Or about any of the history of it. And it's just, even like in like the mob, like the laborers union in Kansas City was, what are you doing down there, bud?
You got that good, that yummy.
Oh, you're
shit.
chewing that plastic. You took the squeaker out. Like the mob giving that money. Hey.
That's like the heart, dude. He took the heart out of that son bitch.
That's what he does. Takes the freaking squeaker out of the thing. But yeah, I just, it's all mob shit.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. Do what you
Mobs.
want. I don't care, but don't.
If you're
jam
making
it
money,
down my
if
throat.
you're making money, fine, make some money. But
Yeah. But don't come bragging to me. Don't come bragging to me in April about how you're making $47 an hour and then asking me to borrow gas money in January.
yeah.
That's what
or
they do.
November, dude.
Yeah,
like it's like
November.
November, and like you got
Yeah,
the union
I've
boys
been
like,
laid off, dude.
I'm on welfare again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of that
Pregnant
whole.
with got my baby mama pregnant with my fourth child.
Yeah.
I'm gonna afford it.
I'm gonna go afford it. I just don't get it. It's just a thing I don't understand. That all those things that we just listed, the paying dues, any of that, it's just, I don't know. I kind of like standing on my own,
I kind of just think we should just burn it all down and like be, survivalists again.
I don't know if I like that.
Come on.
But
Like, let's go to the woods, dude.
That's one way to
Like,
do it.
I want to go back to the mountains, dude.
Yeah, you could just do that now on your own. You could do that. You could go do that by yourself. You don't need to force everybody else to do it with
but
you.
here's the thing. I think everyone else should do it too. So I'm gonna make everyone do it.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. Like, let's go back to the forest, dude.
I don't have those Robin Hood vibes in me.
You don't want to go to the mountain, dude?
No, I'm not a big mountain guy.
Fuck you.
Nah.
We got mountain. Come on, let's go to the mountains, dude.
I've been. I lived in Wyoming. Been to Colorado. Not a big mountain guy.
You still haven't listed the mountains though. North Carolina?
Yeah, I mean
You're
those
gonna-
are also mountains.
Those are the mountains.
The Appalachians.
Yeah.
There's also the Rockies.
Yeah, fuck the Rockies.
I mean, Rockies are kind of cool. I've been to the Appalachians. I lived in Knoxville, Tennessee for a year.
Yeah, they're better than the Rockies.
I guess if you like heroin.
They're better, dude.
It's better. It's better in
It's-
the Appalachians.
Dude. It's being a hillbilly, dude.
The Ozark Mountains.
See, there's some dudes I know that are like hardcore Ozarkians.
That's where my family's from.
Just being Ozark guys.
I'm not into it. I like the concrete jungle, dude.
Yeah,
I don't need to go to the water.
Yeah,
I want to be in the city. I don't want to live in the country.
right,
I've grown to like dislike the suburbs.
right,
Like I'm cool right here where
right.
I am.
Yeah,
I like it.
and you're like plumb in the city, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's wild.
Yeah.
I mean,
like
me too.
it.
I mean, I live in Midtown, so it's like
I just like
the
being in the
fucking
city.
city.
I like experiencing other cultures.
Yeah.
I like, I live just in my neighborhood alone. There's like, we got a little bit of everything,
Yeah,
just a hodgepodge.
for sure.
So it makes it exciting.
That is exciting.
I got a bunch of like people from Budapest around here.
I live down the street from a fucking mental institution.
Right now?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
You
But
probably
it's like
meet some
it's like
wild
a it's
people.
like a long term.
Yeah.
Yeah, like not one of. It's not like one of those you go and you get out of. It's the one that you go and you stay for a long time.
Yeah, like criminally insane people.
Yeah, they let them out sometimes, man. They fucking let them out.
Yeah.
They don't do anything. They just hang out and they'll come up with like weird things to talk to you about as
Yeah.
they're like walking by. Like one guy, I was like on my way to work, and one guy was like walking down the street and was like, "Hey, just so you know, there's someone stabbing people in the neighborhood today." And I was like, "Whoa, okay, I'll keep an eye out." Turns out there was no one stabbing anyone.
Well, unless that
And-
was his way of telling you, I'm going to be stabbing people
I
in the
don't think.
neighborhood
Here's
today.
the thing: I don't think he stabbed anyone, and it was just like a wild story, dude.
Yeah. Chongy heard you say stabbing people. He's ready to go into action.
Yeah, he's on the run, dude.
He's a wild boy. Well, yeah. Well, we've learned all about you. Where are you working at now? You're still doing the apartment maintenance, right?
Yeah,
And then where are you bouncing at? The Union Library.
yeah, the library, dude.
Just there?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's good. That's
cool.
chill vibes.
It's chill vibes. It's cool. Yeah,
You probably don't have to kick. People probably leave there pretty easily when it's time to go.
yeah, yeah. They don't want it to be over, but they know it's over in their
Yeah.
heart. You know,
Plus,
Well, it's
Stevie
like-
and Cyan are chill.
it's fucking late. It's late night. You know.
Yeah.
It's like those dudes are like, they're like, "Is it over yet?"
Dude, that's so late. Some of those times I've been there, like when I was at that Misfits show, that cover band,
Yeah,
I looked down and was like, "Oh my god, it's 2:00 in the morning. What
Yeah.
am I doing out here?
Yeah.
I don't stay out that late, dog. Nothing good happens
Yeah.
after midnight.
yeah.
That's true.
And after you left, it was like a couple hours after that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. You guys are there till 4 or 5 in the morning. I can't do it.
yeah, we fucking
I
we
quit
party.
doing that 12 years ago.
We fucking party, dude. I mean, not really. I mean, it's just like,
Katy Perry'd it.
yeah,
Partied in the USA.
yeah. We party in the USA, dude.
It's a cool place. I dig it. I like going there.
It's a cool spot.
I like Stevie, Cyan. I shout out to them. I just saw them at Natural Grocers the other day.
Shut up.
Yeah, I saw Stevie. He's looking at readers, and I said, I went and said hi. And Cyan were in their shop, and I said, I got to get out of here before anybody sees us. And, like, we can't have anybody knowing our secrets. Here.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to Natural Grocers, man.
Dude.
Recommend it.
Natural Grocers is where it's at.
It is. Get the real food.
Yeah.
I'd say
And the real water. And the real water. You ever get the fucking water?
like the drinking water.
Yeah. Like, you ever get that? What is it? The
No, I
5 gallon?
don't because I have like a water filter deal.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen people get it. I just realized like in the last couple of years, like what we get perceived to get told is what is food is generally just crap that we shouldn't be eating.
Oh,
And then
100%.
like I'm like now it's like okay, if they don't sell it somewhere else, like or if they don't sell it at Natural Grocers,
yeah.
it's probably not good for you to have.
Yeah.
Like they don't sell soda pop.
Zero soda.
Zero soda.
At all.
At all.
Not even like some fancy shit.
No.
No, that's good.
Not even nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. No soda pops. Soda waters. things of that nature, but no sodies.
I remember back when I was painting a lot.
Yeah.
We'd go get lunch, and we'd always go to the restaurant, the fucking McDonald's, and we would always make this like claim about how it's like healthier for us now than like eating celery or whatever, because it's just like everything's so fucked.
Yeah.
Like all the vegetables are poisonous, and
Oh, yeah.
the water's poison. The air's killing us. It's like, oh, we're gonna eat McDonald's because it's like fucking sterile at least.
Yeah.
You know?
I can tell you, I've started buying all of my produce at natural grocers.
Yeah.
And I can tell a difference. And I know people will be like, "Oh, you're full of shit."
Right.
But dude, everything is certified. I believe them when they say that. I quit buying peanut butter and because I eat that for like breakfast, right? To get protein. But
right.
they have their own natural peanut butter line where it's just like it's in a tub.
Oh yeah.
And they just make it there. It's just crushed up peanuts. Yeah. Like they put the sticker and they date it and everything. They have a machine that makes peanut butter.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So there's no shit in it.
My mom was real heavy into like the natural peanut butter game.
Yeah.
Like she was like, I remember we were eating like some fucking Peter Pan shit.
Yeah.
But then like one day she was like, "Oh, we can't eat this anymore."
Yeah. And it's horrible for you.
She'd come back and like
it's all sugar.
Like bring like I don't even know what it was, but it was like stuff that separated.
Yeah.
Like, you have to stir it up before you like put it on.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, man, this is like, why am I being tortured? Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a weird noise, wasn't it?
Yeah, we'll let Chongy figure it out.
Might just be the back door blowing around, the screen door.
It was like here though. Maybe someone stole your wizard.
Don't say that.
Maybe someone stole my truck.
That's a possibility. They might have stole that. They might have taken that desk out of the trash.
Dude, I missed your house because someone was like digging through your trash.
Oh yeah, that checks out.
And I was like, "Fuck, where is it at?" And I was like, "Well, I didn't see it in your car, any of your vans either."
I got the vans are stashed in the back.
Yeah.
I don't like people knowing where I live. The only way you know is the
wizard,
the Gandalf.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
The young Gandalf out front.
It kind of looked like a weird grandma statue ornament thing. Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, but it's just like a 4 foot tall Gandalf.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
Yeah, well, I like wizards.
Yeah.
I went to buy this bar at some dude's house off Marketplace, and he had that. He was like moving.
Yeah.
And I was like, "How much is the bar?" He's like, "This much." I was like, "How much is the wizard?" He gave me a price. I was like, "How about that much for both of them?" Because the bar was kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, "All right." So I was like, "That wizard is so heavy, dude. It would take like 2 people to move it."
No way.
No, it weighs like.
That's heavy.
It's concrete, Josh.
Concrete and rebar.
It's just a concrete statue.
Damn.
I mean, it probably weighs 200 pounds.
Holy shit.
It's heavy. It's a heavy unit.
Yeah.
If I owned this home, I'd have a fence in the front.
Well, yeah.
With a nice little gate, Make it so you had to walk through that instead of just, Leroy the crackhead being able to walk up to my bedroom window.
And just like.
Right after we moved in, somebody used to sell drugs out of here or something. Because right after we moved in, it was like a week after we moved in.
Yeah.
And it's like 4 a.m. or something. 2:30. It's like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And somebody's knocking on the door.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like grabbing my nunchucks.
Yeah.
And Junior's like, what is that? I was like, I don't know. And she's like, oh, there's somebody at the door.
Oh, fuck that.
And I was like, what the hell? And I went to the door. I'm like, yo, what do you need? I was talking out the window in the living room. They're like, is so-and-so here? I was like, nah, man. They don't live here no more. I just moved in here. She's like, oh. I was like, you need to close my screen door. And back out 2 feet. And then they got off the stoop, and I opened the door. And I seen it with some lady. I was like, hey, they don't live here anymore. She's like, okay, I won't come back. I was like, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
But she was
dude.
definitely here to buy drugs or something. Then I noticed the door. You could see where the door's been kicked in a bunch. Just whatever. I live in, it's like the shittiest house in this neighborhood. I've been trying to get the landlord to do some stuff to it.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yes. Good luck with that. Chong, what was it? Who's here?
Did you see anybody?
You see him? All right. Well, we're about at an hour and a half. That's how I've been regulating these. I think that seems like a decent enough time to stop. Anything else you want to tell the people tonight, Josh? All right, I'm going to take that as a no. Yo, if you guys want to see what Josh is up to, you can follow him on Instagram, Casey Tugboat, right?
Yeah. Or well, whatever.
Jesus of Juggalos.
Oh yeah, Jesus of Juggalos.
So it might be that. Just search Josh Cooper; he'll come up. Wasn't it not Dave for a while?
Sweet Dave.
Sweet Dave. Sweet Dave.
Sweet Dave. It
Yeah,
may still be that.
You're working that. You got some aliases.
I've got aliases.
I got a bunch of those.
Yeah.
I don't like to give them out on air.
I'm not giving. Yeah, well, you just blew mine, so I got to come up with
You've already blown all those. I blew my biggest alias on the Google got me.
No.
Yeah. It linked my my alias to me online.
What?
I guess I use that for anonymity. Then Call of Duty made me change my name from it.
Oh yeah.
After the Israeli stuff, because it was Bobby the Jew.
Right.
And then they were like, no, you can't have this name anymore. I was like, what the hell? I was thinking about changing it to Ronnie the Muslim to see if they'd let me have that.
They'll let you have that one, dude.
Probably. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Josh, thanks for coming. We'll catch you next time. Like, subscribe, do all the stuff. Share it with a friend. It costs you nothing. And stay tuned. I got a Discord now, so if you're an internet daddy, you can join the Discord. And we got some new live shows getting ready to happen soon. And, yeah, Josh will be back on at some point, I'm sure.
Love you.
Later.